Hey, so I wanted to put together this video about how you can work from anywhere in the world and remotely. So before even thinking about putting this together, I kind of thought what it actually takes to work from anywhere in the world. And it's actually pretty boring stuff, if I'm honest. And that's going to turn you off the video straight away. Carry on watching, guys. It's not that boring. But it's the boring stuff that allows you to do the exciting stuff in life. So right now we're shooting this from out in Ibiza. I'm on a mastermind retreat with somebody that I know called Matt Haycox. You can definitely check him out on YouTube as well, by the way. And kind of just reflecting, and you know, we're obviously here with this incredible backdrop behind the camera. I've got Alex, my camera guy, and then behind him I'm looking out into the ocean, some ships, some yachts, etc., which is pretty incredible. And actually a big part of what makes this possible is this remote living lifestyle that, you know, everyone seems to aspire to. But with everything that's going on right now in the world in 2021, we're just coming out of the crisis with COVID-19 and coronavirus. And working from home, working remotely is no longer something that we strive for, although we still want the laptop lifestyle. It's actually a reality that you need to have in your business. And so a lot of businesses have had to adapt in some of the best ways possible. So some of the key components of being able to work from anywhere in the world are, number one, systems and processes. If you don't have the right systems and processes in place, if you don't have the right leeway when something comes in, if it's a salesperson, if they don't have the right script, the right process, the right CRM, the customer relationship manager, then everything kind of falls apart. And if you rely too much on people to power your business, which obviously you need, and I'll get to that in a moment, everything can start falling apart. And instead what you need are rigorous systems. So, you know, you need people to be bought into your vision. You need people to know their KRAs, which are their key results areas. By the way, everyone should have 3 to 5 key result areas. Then for each KRA, you need KPIs, your key performance indicators, and then targets around those. So everyone needs to know what the vision of the company is, the vision of what you want to achieve, the vision of their role, the results that they need to get, the metrics around those, and what success looks like in their role. And if you're relying on systems and processes, the great thing about that is everyone can follow the same system, everyone can follow the same process, and then put in their personality from that. It also protects you, you know, if you are traveling the world whilst you're building up a business. If somebody does leave, you know, because there is attrition with staff and the team around you, then you're not having to fly back for a couple of months and think, oh my God, what do I need to do? I need to step into the role. In fact, you should have systems for your hiring processes to bring somebody else in, and you can interview them remotely over Zoom, for example, for a final interview stage. But systems and processes have to be a core functionality of every business. And the reason people don't have it is it's a bit boring talking about systems, right? Well, if you're my business partner, he loves them. But my idea of fun is not sat down writing new processes, writing new systems, doing automation. I like the outcome of them, but not so much doing the input. The second thing is having a core team around you. And actually, we were in a mastermind session yesterday, we were talking about hiring the right person and not just having the right aptitude for the job, but also the right attitude and what you're trying to achieve. And again, that links back to the vision of what you want to create. And something that I'm really big on in business is culture. So if you can instill the right culture in your business, in the people that work with you, because ultimately it's a team, not just a staff employee boss relationship, people are going to be putting in more effort to facilitate the growth of their business, because it's not just about facilitating your lifestyle, which is obviously cool, but it's also about building towards that vision and people making it their own, you know, their little baby in their own section of business and taking that forward. So just making sure you take the time to get the right people in with the right attitude and aptitude. And there's a few different ways of doing that, you know, but actually just getting to know them on a real level, being as open as possible in the interview process. So something that we often do in the interview process, if I'm involved, is I always talk about the reasons why somebody wouldn't want to work in my business. They wouldn't want to work with me, which there are plenty, by the way. But it's just giving them a core understanding of what they're really coming into. And obviously you want to sell the dream of the role in the same way that a potential team member or employee is trying to sell the dream of why they should work for you in the first place. You also want to hit them with a dose of reality, because ultimately, if they come in and you decide to fly around the world and do your thing and they end up leaving 5 minutes later, you're never going to be able to expand that business, because you're constantly going to have to go back and forth. The third thing, and probably the biggest thing with it all, is working out the blend in your life. The big problem is when people come away to things like a retreat, a holiday, etc., you end up just sort of completely shutting down because you're not used to having core hours that you're actually dedicating yourself to the growth of your business. And especially when you're in a surrounding like this with the scenery, the sun, going to the beach, things like that, it's really hard to go, actually I'm going to shut off and do some work right now. But, we talk about blend and balance, and I'll do a video separately on that because it's something I'm quite hot on, to be honest. But getting this blend in your life where you have the work and play in the same day, and, you don't want to be looking forward to the weekend, Monday's coming up, feeling down about it. Instead, you want everything blended together so that when you are traveling the world, when you are doing whatever you want, and it might not be traveling for you, by the way, but even just working from the local coffee shop sometimes instead of going into the office, having that blended approach to your business is really going to help that accelerate. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video in particular, make sure to hit like as well, and I will see you again in the next video. And remember to have a head for business and a heart for the world.